Olivia Rodrigo is one of the hottest new pop stars. Her debut album, Sour, has broken tons of records, and two of the songs of the album went #1 on the charts. But even though her career just started, there's been a ton of rocky moments on her rise to fame, and celebrities that have tried to warn us about her. Let's get into it. First up, Joshua Basset. If you're familiar with how Olivia Rodrigo rose to fame, you know that her former co-star Joshua Basset was a big part of it. Olivia and Joshua starred alongside each other in the Disney series High School Musical, the series. Yes, that is the real name. And it was rumored that the pair were dating in 2020, but nothing was ever confirmed until Rodrigo released her now hit single, Driver's License. The song took digs towards Joshua Basset and fellow Disney alum Sabrina Carpenter, who was rumored that Basset dated after splitting with Rodrigo. On Driver's License, Rodrigo sings, quote, "And you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me doubt. She's so much older than me, she's everything I'm insecure about." Again hinting at Carpenter, who was 3 years older than her. This song came 6 months after Basset released his own song on the Disney Love Triangle called Anyone Else. He said, quote, "How am I supposed to think about anything else? How am I supposed to go on keeping this to myself? I'm done pretending I want anyone else, anyone else, anyone else." He later confirmed that the track was written about falling for a friend who was unavailable. Olivia clapped back at his song in Driver's License, singing the lyric, quote, "I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. Guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me." Neither of the three stars have confirmed that they have been in a relationship, but from Instagram and paparazzi pictures, it seems that Rodrigo and Basset were an item in 2020, then shortly after Basset moved on with Sabrina Carpenter sometime around June of 2020. After being called out on the song Driver's License, Basset released another song right after called Lie, 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 clearly addressing the claims that Olivia made in the song. When speaking about the inspiration behind the song, Basset said, quote, "I wrote Lie, Lie, Lie after I found out a friend had been lying about me behind my back for a long time. It always sucks to hear that someone you thought you could trust would throw you under the bus when it benefits them." One line in the song reads, quote, "Oh, I know you're lying through your teeth. You told them the lies that you told me. I've had enough of it this time." Next up, Sabrina Carpenter. Another person at the center of this Joshua Basset-Olivia Rodrigo feud was Sabrina Carpenter. And of course, we know that Olivia hinted at her a few times in her song Driver's License, specifically when she spoke about a blonde girl who was older than her. After both Rodrigo and Basset released songs on the situation, Carpenter felt it was her time to share her side. So she released her single called Skin, where she also makes some clear references to Driver's License. Carpenter sings, quote, "I'm not asking you to let it go. You've been telling your side, so I'll be telling mine." Then she sings in the chorus, "You can try to get under my skin while he's on mine. I wish you knew that even you can't get under my skin if I don't let you in." Carpenter even referenced the infamous blonde girl line, responding, quote, "Maybe you didn't mean it, maybe blonde was the only rhyme." However, even though this is a clear response track, Carpenter denied that the song was about Rodrigo. When asked about it, Carpenter said, quote, "Skin isn't calling out one single person. Some lines address specific situations, while other lines address plenty of other experiences I've had this past year. It also shows that many things have actually gotten under my skin, and I'm still learning not to give other people so much power over my feelings." Carpenter also praised Driver's License and spoke about how great of a song it is. Next up, Courtney Love. One celebrity who definitely hates Olivia Rodrigo is Courtney Love, and she took out her anger on Instagram and Facebook in a series of posts. The feud between them started when Courtney posted a side-by-side comparing Rodrigo to her band Hole's album cover, Living Through This. Courtney captioned the shady post, quote, "Spot the difference, #twinning." Rodrigo played off the situation by commenting, quote, "Love you and live through this so much." But clearly Courtney didn't want this to be blown off, and she wanted some sort of apology from Rodrigo. So Love commented back, quote, "Olivia, you're welcome. My favorite florist is in Notting Hill, London. DM me for deeds. I look forward to reading your note." We assume nothing more happened because Love then took to Facebook to throw more shade. Love posted a long rant about Rodrigo and her label Geffen, which also released Love's album Living Through This. Writing, quote, "Does Disney teach kids reading and writing? God knows. I suppose I thought it was meant to honor Live Through This. No credit given where due. That's ass." Adding, quote, "Let's see. Yes, this is rude. Rage-inducing. Honey, if I had $1 for everyone this happens, I'd be rich." Many of Love's fans supported the outrage and claimed that Rodrigo had a history of ripping off other artists. However, many fans also came to Olivia's defense and stated that the crying prom queen is a common trope in movies and music, with it originating in the movie Carrie. The whole singer, however, shut down all commenters and defended the Live Through This cover as her own wholly original idea. Rodrigo did not comment further. Taylor Swift. Olivia Rodrigo is a huge Swiftie, and she said on many occasions that Taylor has been a huge inspiration to her. But some say she's gotten a bit too inspired, and she's actually stolen from Taylor on her recent album. One track where this became prevalent was on Rodrigo's Deja Vu. There were so many similarities between this song and Taylor's song Cruel Summer that Rodrigo was forced to include Taylor and her co-writers on Deja Vu. The writing credits for Deja Vu now include Taylor Swift, Jack Antonoff, and St. Vincent. According to Rolling Stone, the trio were added to the song's metadata on Spotify and Tidal's music streaming services, with credit given to them for the bridge of Deja Vu. Later in interviews, Rodrigo admitted how influential Taylor was to her on that song. Swift and Antonoff were also given credit for another track from Sour titled One Step Forward, Three Steps Back. This song is very similar to Swift's New Year's Day, co-written by Swift and Antonoff from Swift's 2017 album, Reputation. Taylor fans are also suspicious of Rodrigo because she's claimed to be a huge Taylor Swift fan many times in the past. However, she's also been friendly to Kim Kardashian, who is an enemy of Taylor's. Olivia sent a PR package to promote Sour, including a letter saying, quote, "Thank you so much for supporting my music. It means the absolute world. I just adore you. I wanted to give you a few goodies to celebrate the release of my first album, Sour. Sending you and your fam so much love." This was sent to Kim. After Rodrigo sent Kim the PR package, Rodrigo's Instagram was flooded with snake emojis because Taylor fans felt that Olivia was betraying Taylor. Although other fans did come to Olivia's defense and claim she is allowed to promote her album any way that she wants to. Neither Taylor or Olivia commented on the situation further. Next up, Paramore. Yet another band that Rodrigo has been accused of stealing from was Paramore. Specifically, Rodrigo's song Good For You sounds like Paramore's Misery Business. Olivia has been an open fan of punk rock and Paramore, so it's not hard to think that she was inspired by the band. Rodrigo has also listed Williams as one of her many idols in songwriting. After this story blew up and she was accused of ripping off the song, Olivia added Williams and her ex-guitarist Josh Farro as co-writers on the song. Reps for both parties confirmed that Olivia and Paramore were in talks before she made Good For You, and they were on the same page that the song was an interpolation, which is when an element of a previously recorded song is re-recorded to put into a new song. One fan actually had a theory about how the song came to be and speculated that the two songs could actually be combined into one if we listened to the lyrics. The user explained, quote, "Guys, big theory on the lyric combo of this mashup in Good For You. Olivia sings about how torn up she is post-breakup and how fast the guy recovered. Misery Business is about Hayley Williams harboring a grudge against a popular girl who stole a boy that she likes and the vindictive pleasure she felt after stealing him back. The mashup combines the narratives into one, with Olivia filling the role of the popular girl who initially stole the boy and Hayley filling the role of the emo girl who got him back." Rodrigo bagged her second #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 Songs chart with Good For You. So clearly all the hoopla around the song was worth it. And lastly, Elvis Costello. The last case of Olivia stealing from another artist was Elvis Costello. On Olivia's song Brutal, she was accused of stealing a guitar riff from Costello's song Pump It Up. When the song was first released, Twitter user Belly Edwards tweeted, quote, "First song on the album Sour is a pretty much direct lift from Elvis Costello." In response to The Guardian's report on Rodrigo being accused of plagiarism, Elvis Costello then decided to set the record straight himself, and he responded back by tweeting, quote, "This is fine by me, Billy. It's how rock and roll works. You take the broken pieces of another thrill and make it a brand new toy. That's what I did." It was nice to see Costello defending Rodrigo here, but it didn't stop his fans and many others accusing her of not being an original artist, rather just ripping off other artists and putting it all on her album, Sour. Alright guys, that is all for the list. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if you're a fan of Sour. Have you listened to Olivia Rodrigo's album? I really loved Sour. It's actually like one of my favorite albums of, I guess 2021 is when it was released. I think it's a great album, but it is definitely very suspicious that she's been caught plagiarizing so much. I mean, there's always a few times that artists get called out, but usually it's not like insane. Like every single song she's had to add like more co-writers on as it came out because she was kind of like stole from someone. That's really crazy. But again, please let me know your thoughts below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith. Make sure to subscribe for more, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!